everyone, it's Linda from Nailed by LJW. Today I've got a little different video going on because I'm going to do one of these chatty ones that I've done before. We have a challenge this month in the Lip Smacking Nails Discord group. We have a little challenge, and basically we were to do a set of nails about what the group means to us. And to me that isn't a challenge because it's very, very simple. The group means everything to me. I'm going to start to cry already. I've only got the first sentence out. And I think if you go back and watch one of my videos, I think it was the Jumbled June video, I explained a lot of what my situation is and what the group means to me and when I came upon it and all the rest of it. We'll maybe touch a wee bit on the like of that today, but I was a wee bit stuck about this video on how to actually put my thoughts and feelings onto a set of nails. And let me tell you, it's not that easy. So I reached out to Alicia, Glam Dragon Nails, and I was talking to her, and she was like, well, what do you know about the group, what inspires you? And you know, I sort of thought, well, it's the girls and the friendship and, you know, the love and the no judgment and all the rest of it, you know. And she had sort of says, well, what about the logo, what about the colours, you know, do you like the way they look? And I sort of thought, yeah, that's exactly. So my friend co-pilot and I had a little chat, and we come up with a few ideas, and I'm going to slap them on some nails today, and we'll see what happens. But I'm going to keep talking through it. So as I say, if that's going to annoy you, just mute the video, but continue to watch. If you do like this style of a video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and share the video out amongst your friends. Don't be gatekeeping now. Don't be gatekeeping. Share the video out. Subscribe to the channel. And I think that's really all I have to say. So I'm going to start. The colours are purple and silver. So I hooked about and I found purple and silver. So these are a variation of purples. I've got some of the silvers, which are like a liner gel, and this amazing polish from Sage, which is like magic. The longer you leave it, the shinier it gets, and it's really unbelievable. The only thing I would say about it is as soon as you put a top coat on, it does dull it down a bit. So, you know, there's that, but obviously you have to put a top coat on or else you wouldn't be safe. And then I found this glitter, and like obviously there has to be glitter because what's a girl group without glitter? So I found this beautiful purple. Now we have got some stamping plates and some stickers. So we're just going to play with these. Look, I haven't even taken the blue covering off some of them here. So we're going to play with those. We have got a little, I haven't even lifted it out yet, but I've got a little silicone mold of letters that I want to try and use. And then I spent an hour last night down a rabbit hole of trying to find a globe, like a picture of the world, you know, because all us girls, there's 55 of us now, and we're from all corners of the world. So I couldn't find one, so I drew my own. I drew it on a bit of shiny paper so that I can peel it off. But this is my attempt at drawing a world. And we're going to use that as well. As much as I should have probably done it in purple and silver. May do that. What's the space? We might not be finished with this yet. This is going to be a long video, so pause now. Go and make yourself probably your dinner, because it's going to be a while. And we'll see where we end up. So I'm going to do my top coats on all of these. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a full glitter nail, but I'm going to have that on the pinky. So let's see if this is pigmented enough to be able to just put it straight on. Otherwise we're going to have to put a wee base on. But I do remember this, but yeah, look, this is quite pigmented, so a couple of coats of this will work absolutely grand. So we'll slap this on and see where we end up with it. So that, look at some first coat, that's decent there, isn't it? That's a decent coverage. That's a wee, what polish is that? A Vendini, which I found on AliExpress. I got a full set of them for maybe, what I say, £40, maybe something like that. And there is 8 polishes on it, so that's decent enough, isn't it? So we're going to do that as a full coat. What's next? We're going to do a full purple thumb, because I have ideas in mind for it. So we're going to do a full purple thumb. This is this brand, which I'm not going to try and butcher the name of. You find that on Shein, and I have not got the first notion how to pronounce it, so we're not going to pretend that I do. These tips have all been primed just with a primer to leave them sticky. Now obviously if I was going to be going out wearing these, which I am not, look at the size of them, look at the length of them, but if I was going to wear these, obviously you would put your primer down and then a base coat. But because I am not going to be wearing these, I just done my primer and didn't put the base coat on. So look at that, one coat, and that is absolutely opaque. That's going to do that, you know. That's going to do that. I'm not going to bother with a second coat on that, because look at the length of that nail. It takes half a bottle to use it, to do it. So there we go. We've got that one. Pop that in there. In you go. I'm going to do my second coat of glitter. And if you hear any noises in the background, like scratching or screeching or anything like that, I live in an apartment, and my upstairs neighbours, I don't know whether they take their table and chairs for a walk around their kitchen, but the noise that they make, scratching and screeching that table and chairs around their kitchen floor, is nearly like a bomb going off in my apartment. So it's ridiculous. Look, that's also ridiculous. Look at the colours of this. Look at the halo, or the holographic going through that. That is a stunning polish. If anybody wants the links to any of these sets, I'm going to say I'm going to put them in the description box, but you and I both know it probably won't. So please reach out to me and ask for them, because I will forget. I'm going to forget. Of course I am. So we're going to have that one all as a full coat. We are then going to, I don't know what we're going to do next. What about, we'll just do a light purple on this one, which is a canny. And again, can be got on Canny's website, and I've got a discount code for Canny's website, so I'm not even going to tell you where else to get them. Go on Canny's website and use my code. Look at the coverage of that as well. One coat will do this. It's insane. Wow. Wee. So we'll do that. Look at that. One coat. And they're so reasonably priced. Now, Canny and Venalisa, which is another wee video I've got coming up soon, are sister companies. And Venalisa are also fabulous brand. Really, really, really good brand. I'm going to do a pure silver nail. I don't know how this is going to turn out, and I don't know if ever anything's going to be able to go on the top of it, but this is a silver. Wait, do you see this? Is this the right one now? Let me just check and see. It is, yes. So I'm going to let you see the magic of this. So you paint it on, this. And then as it's on, it gets shinier and shinier. It ends up looking like foil. Do the Americans call foil foil? What do you call aluminum roll? Is that what you call it? We just call it tin foil. But wait do you see now? Can you see this? Can you see that getting shinier and shinier? I don't know how it does it. Might have to put a second coat of this one on because it's magic. So I'm going to put it in the lamp and then I'll put a second coat of that one. And this last nail, I'm going to attempt to ombre it. So this is going to be fun. Ombre brush, we'll be needing one of those. Okay, so we are going to do the dark pink and the light, or pink purple. I'm pink on the brain. I'm going to do a dark purple. This one. Now this probably will need 2 coats because as you ombre, you do lift some of the polish off. So let's slap this on. And I shall see what happens. So just get your brush and have at it. So you see there the way that sort of lifts the polish off a bit. It's not the worst I've ever done, but definitely not the best. So not terribly fussed on that at all, but anyway, we'll do a second coat and see if it's any better, and if not, we'll just dump it and do another one. It's not that big a deal really, to be honest, in the grand scheme of things. Right, get that in the lamp, get my silver back out to have a look at it and what way it fared out. Definitely need a second coat, so let's do that. And it goes on quite dull, and then it does magic things and brightens up as it's drying. It's almost like an alcohol ink, only that it's not. It's going on a bit streaky there. I wonder what. I've never done a full nail on it. I've used it for drawing and things, but I've never done a full nail on it. So it's all a little learning curve. Yeah, I can see that really picking up, but it's going a bit bumpy. So we'll get it on the lamp and stop playing with it because it probably doesn't maybe want to be out in the air. So we've done that. Now let me grab my silicone mold of letters because that's another wee play we're going to do. So here we are. Okay, so we've got these little bubbly letters, and I'm going to try and do LSN for lip smacking nails. So I'm going to, these two are in the lamp, we're going to finish those off and then we're going to play with this. So let me get my ombre back out and try and save it. So we'll get the purple back on. keep it away. And what's this called? Lilac. Now I'm going to wet my brush this time because I think maybe that could have been half the problem. Was it the brush was maybe a little too stiff? Oh, that's better now. Doesn't that look better now? Wow. The brush was just too stiff. And then let me see what that looks like in the viewfinder. Not too bad. What are we looking like there? That's okay, isn't it? It's a decent ombre there. What I'll do with it is when I take that out of the lamp, I'm going to put a base coat on it and then maybe buff it a wee bit, because in an ombre you do definitely get the brush marks, especially with using one of these brushes, a wee ombre brush, because look, they're quite far apart, and it does leave brush marks. So I'll put a base coat on it, which then means that I can give it a wee buffy and make it neat, neat. So let's see what we're like with our, oh, look at that. Woo wee. That silver is gorgeous. But I don't know if anything's going to stick to it, so that might just be a wee sticker page or sticker nail, because I have no clue how that's going to fare out, because I've never done it before. Do you know what that would be lovely on? Oh, I know what I might try and do on it. Some purple hearts falling down the nail. Wouldn't that be nice? Right, so here's what my ombre looks like. So where's my base? Let's pop this on and cure it. And then you can even feel the nail being bumpy as I'm brushing this on. So I'll pop that on. Turn the nail upside down sometimes helps gravity do its job, because I'm a bit stuck on the inside of that. It pulls the nail, if you can see me putting it upside down. I've got this camera so zoomed in that it's hard to stay in focus. But no, I'm just holding it upside down so that the polish can pull a bit, and then look at that line of light there is a lot nicer than that bumpiness that we had going on. So I'm going to lift these nails out of the way for a wee minute. We're not going too far. And I'm going to play with this. So we're going to have a wee go at this. And do you know what I'm going to try and do? Now this is all trial and error. I am not a professional. Very not a professional at anything in my life, to be honest. So I'm going to get a dotting tool as well. And what I'm going to do, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to slap a bit of paint into this mould. I'm going to do L. Oh, it's not even going in. It's just going around it. So let's try and bung a bit of polish into that. Come on, in you go. Might take a bit because it's going to have to fill it right up. So slap her on. And what did I forget to lift out from my stamping was a scraper, which I also need for this. So we now have a scraper. And I'm just going to really lightly scrape down the nail, or scrape down the mould. Sort of clean off anything else that you don't want there. So I don't really want this to be. Can you see what I'm doing here? Yeah, right, good. I wish you could talk right back to me. I suppose if I premiered this you could, but no, if it was live you could. Right, okay, there's my L. Turn it upside down, make sure that it's all in there, but not for long because obviously paint drips. So pop that in the mould, give it a good 60 seconds. And in the meanwhile, we've got our ombre back out. Don't know if that really needs a buff, to be honest, because that top coat or that base coat done a good job. So we'll not give ourselves extra work when we don't need to. So my 5 nails are up there. Good going, and leave them 5 nails. Well done. What else was I planning on doing? Oh yeah, I was going to do purple hearts. So here's my purple hearts here. I'm going to scatter them along that nail, that metallic nail, because there's a lot of love in our group, a whole lot of love. We also, our emblem, I'll put a wee picture of it up here, right there. I'm going to put a picture of our emblem up, and you'll see that it is these metallic silver lips for lip smacking nails. Right, let's have a wee go at this and see if it comes out. So we'll give it a wee smushy mush. And let's see what it looks like. Pop it out there. It's going to be soft now because that polish is quite soft. Oh, come on now, don't be playing now. How do we turn you around? How do we get you turned around, I wonder? There. Look. An L. Woohoo! So there's our L. Where are we going to set you? We'll set you along with our globe. Set you there. And we'll do our S and our N now. So we'll do them both together, will we? I'm getting confident now. Getting smart. Right, so get my S on. Plenty of polish. And slap it on. Now sometimes you can get wee air bubbles. That's why I wanted to get my dotting tool, because if you need to, you can use your dotting tool to just manipulate the polish in there. Do you see what I mean? Probably not. You see? So sometimes you just need to manipulate the situation, but we have a wee look upside down. Quickly. All seems to be okay. Might be a wee air bubble just in there at the corner of the S. So we'll just manipulate in there. And we'll take another quick look. That's it gone now. So let me just double check the top of that M. Right, so there we are. We have them both in. And we're going to give it a wee scrapey. So very lightly, just pull across. I'm going to keep pulling till I get to my end as well. And let me get my little cloth to clean that up. And of course you would end up on the ground. Give that a wee rub there as well. Oops, daisies. There now. Now let me just double check, because there's a couple of wee air bubbles on this side of that. That end has gone a bit wonky. Let me see. I'm gonna scrape her back. Might need to put an extra wee bit into the end, because I think I pulled a bit out as I was scraping across. So slap an extra wee bit in there. There we go. We'll do the S as well, sure, while we're here. Sure, it's no big deal. Oh, I'm out of focus again, am I? Right, so I'll give it a really light little swipe across and go across to the end as well. Maybe doing that the whole way across isn't really working for me. But look at the shine of it. It looks like mercury. Isn't it crazy? Right, I'm not going to do it the whole way across because it doesn't seem to like me doing that. So just a wee slight there. Okay. And then a wee swipe here. And we'll slap them into the lamp and get a wee quick look. Yep, put them in the lamp. Now, even if you do get it a wee bit across the other letters, because it's like gel polish, it just flicks off. It just comes off the silicone mold really, really handy and really easy. It's like resin. It's the same sort of effect on resin if you're working with the silicone mold with resin. If you make a mess of it, it's just going to flake off as well. The same way it just comes out of the lamp. It's going to flake off the same way. So, as I was saying, our silver lips. So I have now got a lip mold. Don't want to blind you, but this comes off Lauren's I do template for her wedding or hen party or whatever. But we got lips, and I also have a metallic silver what do you call that, stamping polish, and then obviously lip smacking nails. I then also have nail template as well. So we've got some hands with nails, we've got nail addict, which we all are. We've got high heels and nails, we've got nails, lip nail polish. So we've got quite a few wee bits and pieces there to choose from. So we'll like that. Look with the flames in the 4 polish bottles. I might use that. But anyway, we've got quite a few wee bits and bobs there. And then I've got my little globe that I'm going to poke off as well. Do you know what I'm going to do is in this one, I'm going to put a tiny bit of base coat over these and put them back in the lamp because it just strengthens them a bit. So we just put a wee bit of base coat on and slide that off, because then obviously you've got an extra layer of strength. I probably should have done that with the L as well, but here we are, didn't, there we go. So that gives them an extra wee bit of strength. Stick that in there and move my L and my globe away out of the road because I'm messing about too much and that's going to get lost or moved or something. So while we're on the subject of all this nonsense, I think I maybe just do a wee bit of stamping in the middle of it all as well. So I'm going to put my lips onto my big nail. So give this a rub down with alcohol to take the inhibition layer off it, because it leaves it too slippy and slidey to be able to work on. So we'll do that. Then we'll get our lip and we'll give that a wee rub with alcohol as well, because I just want to keep it nice and clean and make sure there's nothing on it, and give it a wee dry as well. Give it a wee dry over. And then, where's my wee? This is a lint roller, which I use to take all the mess off my stamper. So if there was anything sticky or fluffy or anything on it, you just give it a wee roll over with your stamper. In fact, you know what? These are ready to come out now, so I'll stop messing and doing 2 things at once. So here we have our S and our N. Let's get them out. So we just give them a wee bend. And they should just pop out. Where do we see if they'll stick to my stamping or my do that with a pair of tweezers, Linda, instead of trying to balance it onto the end of a point. Now this one has got a wee bit of extra polish on it, but a wee bit of extra base coat on it, but there's my N. So, lip. Oh, come on, stop doing that. Why'd you mess with me? And the longer they sit out here, the harder they'll get. So, we'll get our S out now. Might have been the tiniest tiny look, and then if anything else is on your plate, just flick it off. Now go gently, because obviously you don't want to destroy any of the letters or anything either. But look, there's a wee bit inside that V, and that'll just pick right out. So there we go. So that's my mould. I don't think I'm going to use that again. And here's my LSN for Lip Smacking Nails. There's no way that I would be able to write all the words out, which is what Copilot wanted me to do. I don't know what talent she thinks I have, but I'm not going to be able to semi-script the lip smacking nails on a nail. And my little globe is here too, or my map of the world. I look so silly, but I don't care. Right, here we go. That's that. I tell you what, none of my girls will care either, because we're all of so many different levels, and not one of us judges each other. We don't talk about each other. We just love everybody's journey. And some are at the start of their journey. Some have been at it for years. And it doesn't give one iota of difference, because we're all there for the same thing. We're all there for the love of nails and the fun. Now, we give that a wee scrape down. We lift it on my stamper. Do a wee roll. Ah, I don't think I got it. Oh, maybe did I? Did I get it all? Maybe. And even if I didn't, I quite like them lips anyway. We're going to have quite a few sets of lips on this set of nails, so pick off anything that you don't want. No, I'm not happy with that set. No, that nail is not loving. I'm not loving it. So we're just going to do that again, guys. I'm going to clean it off. Now, we clean it off with acetone, because basically what... Something dropped and I don't know what. Can't see. Oh, I'm sure it'll come upon it. I'm sure it's something I need. We clean it off with acetone because it's nail varnish. Effectively, it's like what nail varnish is. Quick drying. So we take that off the plate, give it a wee dry, and get my silver plush back on again. Plenty on. Give it a scrape and a roll and a lift, and a roll and a lift. Oh man, why is there a hole in it? This could be a long video, guys. I already told you that. Half of it could be taken up by stamping. Sometimes they work and sometimes they just don't. Now, give it another little clean and a little dry and another little polish. Scrape. I'm hoping that you can see what I'm doing. Scrape and roll. And look, do you know what? That's as good as it's going to get. We might have a wee bit of a hole in it, but look. It's okay. We'll fill it in. Right. What am I doing now? Oh yes, I've left my nail. And we're going to do that on there. Ah, look, something else went on too because I forgot to wipe it off. Get you off. That's not what you're supposed to be there for. Get off. And again, it is just nail polish, so it'll wipe off with a wee bit of acetone. Do you see? We're going to try a few other one of them. So I'm gonna, for your sanity and for mine, I'm gonna pop on a wee bit of music and let you watch me make a mess of this nail. So, music, maestro, please. So guys, there we are. What do you think? Looks cute, doesn't it? That wee bit there, that wee touchy bit there, I'm going to take a little tiny bit of nail polish, just slap a wee bit on there, look, and get a dotting tool, little tiny dotting tool, and I'm going to fill that wee tiny bit in, look. So that there is no longer any holes in our lips. Give it a wee scrunch over. There now. Sure, that's grand, isn't it? Once you get a top coat on that, you'd never see it. So we're going to let that sit up there to dry. We're going to keep going on with the stamping because it is an awful mess now. That's one thing I will say about stamping. It's a wild mess. So while I have the messiness in my head, we're going to keep going with it. So let me wipe that wee plate down because I'm done with my lips now. And now I'm going to move on to my, let's put these away over there. I'm going to move on to my nails. Lip smacking nails. Right, let's move this down here and give us a good wipe over so we decide what we're going to do and where we're going to put it. We are going to do the rest of the stamping on this nail, I think. Yes, and I'm going to do these ones, which I do not have out, on my black polish. Where are you, black polish? Are you need to hide away? That's not you. Ooh. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to do it in purple. It's just a Barry M nail polish. We're going to try this. So we're going to go in purple. And we're going to do, on the top, we're going to do Nail Addict. Now, this may not work. Well, I don't know. I've never tried it, so it might work. Let's go with this. Now, you do need to put plenty on, especially when you're using just a nail polish that isn't specifically designed for stamping, because a nail polish is a lot thinner than a gel polish, obviously. So let's see if it picks up. And it did! Oh my god, it did! It worked! Now, let's just get it on the nail and first before you start doing a dance. Okay. You can see it and through there, look. Can you see? And let's get it slapped on the nail. Should I do it straight or should I do it? Make life difficult for myself and do it slanted. Let's have a look. Look at that! OMG! That is cool. And then obviously, because I've got a few little bits there that I don't want, get a wee bit of acetone. Oh, come on. A wee bit of acetone and give them just a little rub, and they all come off. Yahoo! Right, set you up out of the way. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Where am I going to set you so you don't get messed up? Because remember, guys, that is just a nail polish, and until it dries, it will smudge. What will we do? We're going to do this flamey thing, weren't we? Wonder will we have room on the nail? Oh, give it a go. Let's try and see what happens. Do you see whenever I say in my videos that I'm flying by the seat of my pants? I really mean it. This might be too big, but let's see. Let's just see. Right, so give it a wee scrape. Lift it up. Oh, it's quite a big one. I don't know if I got it all lifted there or not. Do you know what? I didn't lift the top two bottles, but I think that I could do without them, couldn't I? Because they might not have all fitted anyway. And I could just have flames flying out of two bottles. What do you think? Can you see? Oh, not really. Let's get it on the nail and see. So the beauty of these jelly stampers as well is that you can see through them where you want to place it down. So we just pop it on and give it a little roll. Oh my god, look. That is so cool. Get a wee bit of nail varnish remover. Well, acetone. A wee bit of acetone and clean up them wee bits at the bottom that we don't want on. Give them a wee clean. Oh, I think this is class. I don't know if that's part of it or not, but we'll give it a wee cleanie up. There we are, look at that. Love it when a plan comes together. Right, what else will we do, guys? What else will we do? Let's get acetone again. The only thing about using acetone on these gloves is it burns a hole in them, so you end up having to change your glove halfway through. So we need something small that's going to just go at the bottom of this nail. So let's have a look. Let's have a little look. I don't think that hand's going to fit. Or should we just try? No, I don't think, no, I think we're just pushing my luck now. That hand, is that bigger? Oh, I don't know. Right, where we see. Come on, Lando, what's nice? What about... should have thought about this maybe a bit better. This is why some people organise their nails and draw outlines and pictures of what they plan on doing, because you can sometimes be on a video and have to have the thought process going mad. What about just nail art? I think nail art on its own would just fit on the bottom, wouldn't you? Because that's what we're all about. We're all about nails and nail art. And honest to goodness, guys, you have no idea the girls that are in this group and the level of ability and love of nails that they have, that we're all the very same. We're all exact. Oh, that didn't pick up that time. Oh dear. We're all exactly the same with what we do and what we're about, and we all understand each other. But even better than that, and something that I have found just in this last couple of days, well, as this video is going out today is, I don't know, maybe the 10th of August. But even in the last couple of days, it's not just in our Discord group, it's not just about nails, as much as that's a lot to do with all of it. Since we've set up the channel, which at the beginning, or since we set up the group, at the beginning it was all about nails. But then as the times have gone on, we've added more and more channels, simply because we now have such a friendship that we talk about a lot of other things. So we have, you know, our funny channels where we're posting our funny TikToks and our funny, you know, Instagrams that we find. But we also have a channel where we talk about how we're doing in the day, how's our mental health getting along, how's our pains and our problems and our ailments, and that's what it's called the ailments channel, because we all do, we're all in the same boat. We all have maybe little pains and, you know, upsets, and maybe some of us have, you know, a wee bit of mental health issues going along. But the fact that we have found a community where we're all the same, and we all have the same issues, and we all can relate so well with each other. It's absolutely unbelievable how we've all come around, and we all say the same thing, that we found our tribe, we found our people. And if it wasn't for sitting watching YouTube videos and somebody saying about a Discord group, which I didn't even know Discord was a thing, I didn't even know what it was. So whenever I first went on to it, now there wasn't nearly as many members whenever I first went on, but when I first went on to it, I hadn't the first notion what I was doing, who I was even talking to, if I was in the right place. But do you see the welcome that I got from them girls? From the second that I put my name onto that channel, it was, "Hi Linda, how are you? What are you up to? Have you got a channel? We'll go and subscribe to your channel. You know, have you got an Instagram? Have you got a TikTok? We'll support you in every single solitary way that we possibly can." And that's exactly what we do for every other person that comes into the group. And, you know, if you're sitting there, if you're out there and you're sitting there and you're going, oh, I'd love to be part of that. Bar 4 questions at the beginning of when you apply to become part of our group, bar those 4 questions, there's nothing stopping you from joining our group. The Discord is always linked in my description box. Come along, join in, come and have a bit of crack, come and have just shits and giggles, because that's what it's all about. We just laugh and we carry on and we mess about, and there's you know, as I've mentioned before, we're from all around the globe. So no matter what time of the day or night it is, there's somebody around. Even, I mean, I've seen me waking at 3 in the morning, go on to the channel, and there's somebody maybe in a group call, they're on a FaceTime, and you jump in and you sort of say, I've only just woken up, I haven't even got my eyes open properly, but what are we talking about? What's the crack? Who's talking about what? And you join in and you get on with it. And now I would have no problem doing that. Beginning, I might have been a wee bit shy, but do you see, whenever you realise that they're all the same, that they're all the same as me, that all them girls have the same things going on as what I have, then I don't feel shy at all. I don't feel one bit shy, because them girls, the love that they show. I'm never going to get through this video without crying. That's for sure. I'm not getting through this video without tears. But yeah, the love that they show is, oh, it's just insane. It really is. They're such lovely girls. They are my people. And that's why I want to make a good job of these nails, because it is to show those girls what they mean to me. I think they should know, to be fair. Oh no, we've got 2 sets of tweezers on the go now. Oh, my L's nearly away. Come on, L, back. You're a wee bit soft. I wonder why you're soft. Oh, I didn't put any base coat in you, that's why. Because them two aren't soft. Right, okay. Let's get this globe off. All I did for this was painted it on a wee bit of shiny paper. Now, please do not judge. Because it might be a wee bit wonky looking. But it is what it is, okay? I drew it with my very fair hands. I think that looks cute. For anybody that's not sure, it is the world. It represents the world. Okay? Now, how am I going to get that to stick on? I have got a thing. I don't even know if this has got batteries in it or not, but let's try. I got this thing that is supposed to be for, let's see first if it's got batteries before I start explaining it. This is a torch. Oh my god, you can't see. This is a torch with a silicone end, and what you're supposed to be able to do is push down on your thingamajigger and then put the light on, and what it does is it bends it into shape while also sticking it to the nail. Now, let's see, did that work? Oh my god, it did. It's on the nail. And it's bent right round the nail. Right, I'm going to fire that in the lamp for a wee second just to make sure that it's definitely staying there. And then I'm going to put on the LSN. That wee globe wasn't as good, so I'm not using her, sorry, but no. We're striving for perfection here. Right, now let's get our LSNs on. So I think we're just going to go straight down the middle of the nail. Lip. Smack in. Nail. Oh my goodness. Now I do have to nip that wee bit off, but I think we'll get her in the lamp first. Does that look nice? What does that look like? That looks okay, doesn't it? We'll stick a wee nail or a wee lip at the bottom, but I think that looks okay. We'll give that a good 60-second cure, and maybe it'll harden up a wee bit as well. Right, what is next? That needs top coat, that needs top coat. This needs, oh, what am I going to use to stick on these hearts? I think I'm just going to base coat that and stick them on my base coat, and then put base coat over the top of them and buff them. Now these, oh, you probably don't see, but see, even putting a base coat on that, that dulls that silver away down. But look, still silver. Right, so I've got some purple arts. What I'm going to pick them with, I'm going to pick them up with a sweet pencil. And maybe tip some of them out first, that might be easier. We'll pop them out onto my tissue, can you see? Yeah, a wee bit. And then, close that down and get that out of the road. Let me see what this looks like now. Lip smacking nails from all around the world. Okay. Now, some hearts. Just a plethora of purple hearts. And see, for every little heart that I put on here is for the love for each and every one of those ladies who I absolutely, completely and utterly adore. And I never ever in a million years thought that I would find these girls, and I love them. And that's what these nails are representing for me, is complete and utter love to each and every one of them. And a special big love goes out to Glam Dragon Nails, Alicia. Because Alicia does not realize or understand what she did when she started this group. She will not take credit for it because she doesn't understand how much we all need her and love her. I think she's starting to now, because we're all telling her. When 55 people tell you it, you have to start to understand it at this time. But whenever she was sitting with her little brainwave of, what about doing this? I don't think she could have ever imagined what she was giving birth to. Because it really is just amazing. It really is just amazing. The love and support from every single one of these ladies. And I know they're all going to be doing their nails as well, and they're, you know, we're all putting our sets in of what, you know, what it means to us, and they're all going to be saying the exact same thing. We're going to have 55, well, maybe not everybody's going to do it, but we're going to have 55 sets of nails, or sets of nails of every single one of us saying exactly the same, because we all feel exactly the same. We all love and adore Alicia. We all appreciate the brainwave of lip smacking nails. And we've all found our tribe. We've all found our people. And it's all about empowerment. It's all about pushing each other up there. We push each other out of their comfort zones. Right, we've got our base coat over the top of that now, so it's nice and smooth and smooshy. I am too in the wrong place. Come on, move. Move. Right, I need to nip off that wee end bit. Where's my nippers? So look, I made my own wee globe sticker. I made my letters, and then I stuck a set of lips on it. Can't say fairer than that. My wee end might be a wee bit smushed now, but it's okay. Let's see now. Top coat. We're going to top coat everything. Should we do anything else? I don't think so. I don't think we need anything else. Do you? Here, have a look and see. Do you think we need anything else? We've got our silver lips. We've got our nail addict and our girl power. We've got hearts for love. We've got our globe for worldwide. We've got our LSN for lip smacking nails. And then we've just got glitter because it's glitter. Right, let's get our top coat on. Again, going to be a wee Zige, and it's got a glass top coat, which is one of the best, in my opinion. One of the best top coats that you could possibly find. Love it. So let's get that on now. Where a full brush would have done a normal nail for me, we need two for these bad boys. Because they are long. I'll put one in at a time, I think. And get the... Do you see the way that is nicely dried? Because it's just nail polish. So it just dries the way an air dry polish would dry. And it doesn't smudge because it's been sitting for a while. This has just got its wee base coat, so I'm just gonna float over a wee top coat now. And I'll just put that one upside down to give it a wee bit of gravity's help. Just in case, because the wee hearts, they do stick out sometimes, but I don't think they are now, to be fair. I don't think they're sticking out there. So that's my first three in. I'm going to do the glitter as well, and then I'm going to take a bit of time with my LSN because I want to top coat on top of them, but I also want to go round the letters as well, so I don't want to make a mess. So that's that in there too. So four big long nails in there. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop, that's already there, so I'm going to use this little scraper as a palette and use a smaller brush, and just for the letters I'm going to just paint over the top of them just so that they don't get missed. And they get a good top coat over the top of them as well. Sometimes when you're putting like the likes of gems on the nails and things like that, you need to do this just to make sure that they're getting a proper coating as well. So you can see there that they've just got that wee bit of top coat on, but not so much that takes away the shape of the nail or the shape of the letter either. And then with the brush from the bottle, we're just going to go down the sides on the bottom, and then very lightly in between, so that it means that you're not flooding the letters, that it takes away that sort of bubbly effect on them. Do you see what I mean? So we will hold that upside down for a wee second. Oh dear, these two have stuck together. See what I mean about our girls? We all stick together. The nails are now sticking together also. I think that's quite funny. Okay, so we've got our last one. In you go for a full 60. And let me tidy up this mess, which you don't need to be watching. And I'm going to come back with the final set. And here we go, guys. This is my giveaway entry for Lip Smacking Nails Discord group. And I think that they turned out really, really well. I'm really pleased with them. So first nail is homage to the logo of Lip Smacking Nails. We then have number 2, we've got some nail addicts, we've got some girl power nail art. Number 3 is for all our love and hearts of all the girls. Number 4 shows that we are worldwide. Obviously Lip Smacking Nails, LSN, and a little set of lips at the bottom. And of course purple. What other colour would it be? And then just a glitter nail, because glitter is life. So that is my giveaway entry for our Lip Smacking Nails group. And I just want to send all my love and gratitude and admiration to every other lady that is part of this group. And I'm sending all my love and hugs and kisses to you guys that are watching, because without you, I wouldn't be doing this. There'd be no point. So you guys are the ones that make it all worthwhile. Each and every one of my subscribers. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for coming back and watching time after time. Thank you very much to everybody that comments. I do see the names popping up time and time again. And I just want to send big love out to you all. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.